controversial, maybe criminal mayor of a south side of Chicago township, Tiffany Henyard, is leaving office, but not before more controversy. This woman has been a whole mess for the town of Dalton since she got into office. From WGN out of Chicago, it says records reveal Tiffany Henyard's taxpayer-funded positions paid $347,000 last year. And this is, like I said, a small suburban town outside of Chicago. Okay, let's get into this article. It says Tiffany Henyard will soon leave public office. The mayor of Dalton and supervisor of Thornton Township was badly beaten at the ballot box amid questions about spending, clashes with other local officials, and an ongoing FBI investigation. I have been watching what's going on, and I'm like, why haven't they arrested this woman? It's been wild what she has been alleged to have done. WGN Investigates caught up with Henyard at a recent township food giveaway. She dodged most of our questions, but hinted at a still promising future. There's a lot next, Henyard said. Stay tuned.
Come on, go.
Tiffany Henyard dancing out her final days in office.
Y'all painted me in a bad light, and that wasn't right.
But before she's gone,
people want to know what's next for you.
Ben Bradley adds up one last tally of how much she cost taxpayers. WGN Investigates Tuesday at 9.
What's known is Henyard spent a lot of money while in public office, some of it on worthwhile programs, but WGN Investigates found she personally benefited more than has been previously reported. Newly obtained records show Henyard's gross pay at her two government jobs totaled more than $347,000 last year. The payout includes a total of $282,812 from the township. That includes an annual salary of over $202,000 in addition to allowances for telephone, vehicle, and $59,000 for expenses. WGN also found Henyard and other township officials collect $400 per day for travel within Illinois and $600 per day for travel outside the state, adding to her total compensation. The officials collect the daily travel stipend despite charging first-class flights, luxury hotels, transportation, and meals to taxpayer-funded credit cards. So the taxpayers are paying on the credit cards and then they get reimbursed again. I swear to goodness, this lady should be in jail, allegedly. It just proves what she was doing was very selfish, says Stephanie Weidman, a Henyard critic and township trustee. It wasn't about the people. State Senator Napoleon Harris of Homewood is the incoming supervisor. He stands to collect a smaller salary of around $50,000, plus add-ons such as an expense allowance around $12,000. What you make is based on what you're able to deliver, Harris said. That's like people saying professional athletes shouldn't be making millions or doctors. Although there's new leadership coming to Thornton Township and Dalton, Weideman says taxpayers should continue keeping tabs on their governments. With what we've been through and how it's easy to abuse the system, I think it's important that residents pay attention and continue to pay attention and hold people accountable. Now, something that happened a couple of days ago. Suspicious fire consumes controversial Dalton business. A South suburban business raided by police as part of a stolen car investigation late last year was the scene of a suspicious fire early Tuesday morning, according to the Dalton Fire Department. Flames were seen consuming several vehicles and a building in the 1300 block of East 142nd Street in Dalton. No injuries were reported. The fire is suspicious in nature, Dalton Deputy Fire Chief John Calhoun told WGN Investigates. We do have the fire marshal out here currently with our mutual aid arson team. A second source tells WGN there was a smaller fire reported at that same location last week. In December, Illinois Secretary of State Police raided the business and told WGN Investigates that 10 of 50 vehicles parked on the property were connected to open auto theft investigations. Gardner said at the time that he rents parking lot space to others and had no way to determine whether the cars were stolen. WGN Investigates previously reported the property's owner, Lawrence Gardner, was a frequent critic of outgoing Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard, who claimed he was the target of retaliation for not supporting her. Gardner did not respond to a request for comment about the fire. This woman has been in the news for many of her antics since she's been in office. There was a time that she came to work dressed as Nino Brown from New Jack City, dressed like a movie gangster. Here she is dressed as Nino Brown. So, like I said, this article was back from February 2024. It says Mayor Tiffany Henyard attends meetings dressed as a movie gangster, and her constituents say she plays the part, retaliating against them unless they do her bidding, the Post can reveal. Henyard channeled drug kingpin Nino Brown from the 1991 gangster movie New Jack City at a 2023 gathering, an ensemble meant to intimidate her critics, claimed this week. People look at politics like a joke. It's like a mockery right now because of all this stuff. Village of Dalton trustee Kiana Belcher told the Post she comes to a board meeting dressed like Nino Brown. Henyard committed to the character, carrying a small stuffed dog to evoke a scene from the 1991 crime classic where Nino menaces and batters an underling, according to the Chicago Tribune. The former burger joint owner turned local politician is under fire for allegedly plundering Dalton's coffers for personal extravagances and using law enforcement allies to oppress opponents. Like I said, this article was from 2024. This scene was from 2023. People have been criticizing her for a while because she's using the taxpayers' funds for nonsense and just basically padding her bank account and padding her own pockets. Anyways, we will see if this woman is brought to justice, if she has to account for all of that money, making so much more money than the incoming trustee. It is very interesting to watch and see that she has gotten away with this for the course of 4 years that she's been in office. Let me know what you think about this one. Join the conversation, like, comment, and share.